Glenn Beck, when he did an interview on CNN with SE Cupp recently, had this little nugget in there which is surprising people. I want to share this with you.
Well, I mean, look at what we're doing. This week we are debating a Duck Dynasty comment,
right,
and whether or not Santa Claus is white or black.
Are we too sensitive? Are those not debates that we should be having?
Is that a serious question?
it's an attempt at a serious question.
If you have kids in the room, turn the TV off for 20 seconds. I'm going to give you time. Turn it off, find the remote. It's probably sitting next to you in the couch. Okay, time's up. Santa Claus isn't real. He's a fictional character. I don't know what color your imaginary friends are. Okay, you can tell the kids to come back on. What are you, nuts? What are you, nuts? That's the conversation we're having? We're talking about Duck Dynasty. Do you know what happened last week in Russia? One of their biggest stars on television said that homosexuals should be put into the ovens alive. I didn't think you could make the Holocaust worse, but he's like, why the gas chamber? That seems a little too humane. Let's put them alive in the ovens. I said on the air this week, I will stand with GLAAD. I will stand with anybody who will stand up and say, that's crazy, that's dangerous, that's hetero-fascism. That's what that is. And we're talking about Duck Dynasty? Really? Really?
Glenn Beck kind of defending gays there. A little surprising. Now, I don't think he should be shocked when he gets, people slamming him from even further right. So I'm sure Brian Fisher will say something, or he might have already done it. I don't know. I don't listen to Brian Fisher on a regular basis unless I'm mocking him. There's like all the people that write Wing Watch covers. I mean, they're real wing nuts. They're religious wing nuts, like Perkins and Lively and Hagee and the rest of them. Like, they're gonna hear this, go, oh, Glenn, how could you do this to us? Oh, I thought you were with us and you apparently love gays. When think about what Beck is saying. He's saying, yeah, that Russian law is a little too far, and to have people, TV personalities in Russia say, yeah, you should get the death penalty if you're gay, which is true. When I saw the clip, one of these guys said that. It's unreal. Well, credit to Glenn Beck. I mean, you got to give him a little bit of credit where credit is due. This isn't a position that a lot of other conservative talkers would take, and I know because they didn't. Hannity didn't say anything. Rush Limbaugh didn't say anything about the Russian anti-gay law, and anybody on the right who has talked about it has come out in favor of it. In fact, a lot of the conservative groups in the U.S. pushed to help the them over there get that anti-gay law. Seriously, the ACLJ is one that comes to mind. It's one of Pat Robertson's legal group, which is like a response to the ACLU. Jay Sekulow, helping all over the place. In Africa, helping with anti-gay laws. In Russia, helping with the anti-gay laws. Remember, it just criminalizes being gay or saying anything pro-gay. If you're in Russia, if I was doing this radio show in Russia, I'd be shut down because we're strongly in favor of gay rights. Well, they say, oh, Kyle, you're doing homosexual propaganda. That's illegal. We're going to shut it down and throw you in jail. This is what we're dealing with here. So I know it's a small baby step, but Glenn Beck is right on this, and I'm happy that he's going in the right direction. The only area where I would disagree with him is I agree that the Santa conversation is ridiculous, although I did have fun mocking Megyn Kelly because she said it like it was a fact. Like, Jesus is white, that's a fact. What are you talking? It's a fictional character. You can't say it's a fact. And you said the same thing about Jesus, who was Middle Eastern, okay? He wasn't white. But when it comes to Duck Dynasty with Phil, no, you can slam him, and you should slam him. I'm not saying A&E should have suspended him. I don't think they should have. Just like I don't think MSNBC should have gotten rid of Martin Bashir. Just like I don't think Bill Maher should have been fired from Politically Incorrect in 2001. But yes, the dude compared gays to terrorists and to murderers. You can and should slam him because that's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.